everyone's doing well. Had a meeting cancel on me, which I was going to take in my truck right about now, and they just canceled it. So I figured I'd get a cup of coffee and go say hi to y'all. So one thing I'm going to try to avoid doing today is actually talking about drones, because I think we're kind of droned out. Actually, this field by this construction would be a great place for me to fly my drone. So, we can do that here later today. Tonight's going to be a long night. I got a corporate or professional dinner with one of the organizations I work with. Hey, Dan. Hey, Coffee. So I'll be probably up late, and then I'll feel like garbage in the morning. But, it never fails before Christmas. Something expensive breaks. A couple of years ago, it was a freezer. That wasn't too expensive, but it was. This year was the washing machine just died, and it's ancient anyway, so I was like, okay, I was waiting for that. I was hoping it would make it through the holidays, and I'd go, get it in January, but no, it decided to die 2 weeks before Christmas, so in theory, my new machine will come tomorrow. I got my last window replaced from the freaking hailstorm 5 months ago. Surprisingly, insurance paid the money. I couldn't find the damn contractor to come and do it. But, now it's, now it's just getting ready for the holidays and trying to pay attention to what's going on in the world. What was that, Moldy? What's up, Bruto? Heard there's a bill that's going to expire on the 20th regarding drones. Well, that's interesting. So, right now, but these big machines that they're seeing are not recreational drones. Like a recreational drone is under half a pound. It's 0.55 pounds or 249 grams. Ironically, the whole reason I got into getting the license was because my Christmas gift last year was a drone, which was cool, but the guy at the store either lied to my wife or just didn't know what he was talking about. And he said, no, you don't need a license for this. No, it's too heavy. It's like 1.5 pounds. You absolutely need a fucking license. And I was like, well, shit, I can't fly this legally without getting a ticket or something from somebody. So I got a recreational license, and then I started reading on the website, and I'm like, oh, hell, I should just get the license. So I need to get more flight time in. I've been busy, and I don't have time. But the ones we're seeing that are freaking people out are not these little bzzz drones. If I see one of those over my house, I'm like, stupid kid, right? Or drunk guy down the street is like, hey, look at my drone. And then they fly it around, and then they lose it, and then they post on the neighborhood Facebook post, oh, my son lost the drone. No, you drunk ass lost the drone. Don't blame your kid. But these big sons of bitch, I want one. I want a big drone so I can drop pizza or something, By the way, that's a legit business out in the countryside is, say a drilling rig or a solar panel crew is out there in the field. And hey, Daryl, what's going on? Hey, Neil. And they need, girlfriend, well, you're not very smart. She zoomed around me and almost hit a big 250. I'm like, with that little Honda, yeah, you're not going to have a car tomorrow, girl. But what they'll do, they'll pay drone company, and instead of going miles around the fence line to drop a part, the guy with the part will put it in his drone and fly it directly to the other guy and just go bloop and drop the part, and then the other guy picks it up and does whatever he needs to do, and the drone comes back. So that it's legit. I'd love a big drone. I don't know where I'd put it, but it would be badass. I don't want one the size of a Honda, though. I don't know what the fuck I'd do with that. I'd need a whole nother garage. I'd have to get a new house. Then the Corgis would freak out every time that thing took off. Hell, they get pissed off with the little drone, so I don't know. But folks, I'm seeing a lot of stuff. God bless, the sun's bright. Seeing a lot of stuff going on sale right now. Stores, we're getting so close to Christmas, the stores are trying to get that inventory out the door. Roof landing. We could do that, like those old company buildings back in the 60s that they had the helipad built over the building. There's actually an old building used to have that up until like 6 months ago. They pulled it down. They had a helipad on the, like literally they built the building and then built this big square metal frame over their nice building for a helipad. But then they never used it. Like, so I was like, well, what the hell did you put that big thing there for? A lot of stuff's going on sale. I've seen stuff for sale on Shadow Systems, Palmetto State Armory. Where else? I swear ReadyWise had a sale. Nutrient Survival has something on sale. I don't know what. But there's a lot of stuff that they're trying to move out the door. I would also not just check online, check your local Harbor Freights and your Lowe's. Because think about it, a good set of hand tools, that's a preparedness thing. And oh, there goes my phone again. So clearly I did not fix my my phone holder, if you couldn't notice. So I guess we'll be going to the store here shortly to get a new one. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on sale, and ouch my head. That's awesome. Look for those sales, right? I mean, you want to use the links from me or anyone else, that's great. But if you can get it cheaper somewhere else, I would do that. For example, you guys know I'm an affiliate of ReadyWise, and yeah, they have sales, I have a link, etc. But if you watch at Costco's, every few months they get a bunch of like these buckets, but the buckets are not something you find on the webpage. They're like a special Costco bucket, and they're right at $100. And the dehydrated food is expensive. We all know that. But you can't find that exact same combo on the website. At least I haven't found it. So look elsewhere, because companies like the ReadyWises, like the Nutrient Survivals, when they make special packages just for Costco's and Sam's and Augustin Farms you could get through Sam's. And that's like a basic food, but if you need something, they may have it on sale because they're trying to get rotation out to get the new product in. So look for those sales. Save yourself some money. If it's something you need, go try to get it while it's available. And hey, Devil Dog, what's going on? And coffee again, thank you. Yeah, save some money now. Now's a good time, regardless of what the new president will get done, and hopefully he can get some things settled down. We should always assume things could go sideways, not to be paranoid, but when you think like that, it forces you to always ask yourself, am I getting the best deal? Am I going to get use out of this product? Like I have the big Jackery and I have a little one. And I use the little one all the time. The big one, not so much. I have used it during a blackout, but that one's also more for the freezer and the fridge to keep my food cold until I can use it. The little Jackery, I use constantly. I use it for all sorts of shit. Some of the live streams you see me do in the backyard or in a park, I bring the little Jackery and I actually have it plugged in behind my camera or my iPad. So I'm actually doing the live stream using the power of the Jackery. I use it for company events too. I set out the solar panels and I turn them south, and we can play our radio, and you know, folks can charge their phones while they're there. Neil, absolutely. I got sick after my last road trip, and that's probably because I was in the airports. And, you know, you have a lot of international folks flying around. You don't know what they're getting from their country. And even people here, people here are nasty too. And, you know, you contaminate yourself. Hands. So when I was in the garden, you guys who are in the service, remind me if you heard something different or mentioned. They used to tell us food, flies, fingers, and feces were the 4 vectors where you could get sick the most. Actually it was fingers, food, flies, and feces, or something like that. I don't remember, but fingers, there was a certain order, and hands were the biggest vector for people getting ill or an infection was from their hands. And then from their food, because you ingest the stuff, feces obviously, and the feces just doesn't fly in the air and get you, right? And when they say feces, it's waste in general. But it comes in on, again, on your hands or on your clothing or in your food, so they were all interconnected. So just remember that food, flies, fingers, feces, and finger food. There you go. And for those of you in the service, did you hear something different? Because I know there are different variations depending on who your first sergeant was or your NCOs. But the general gist is the same. Hey, Chad, what's going on? But yeah, maintain your hygiene, especially you're going to have family and friends, or you're going to go to gatherings. Wash your hands regularly while you're out and about, so you don't bring garbage home. Because people are stupid, right? They get sick. And they're like, no, I'm fine, I'm going to go out drinking, and they make everyone else sick. You know, I'd rather go be drunk at home, and we'll call you and FaceTime from the bar with you so you're not alone, but don't make us sick, dumbass. But, you know, you have that happen. The Double Bar Saloon. Yeah, we went there the other night. That was interesting. Yeah, that was one of those that I went to my coworkers, a really nice, quiet kid, and I'm like, I'm taking an Uber and my ass is going home because I drank too much and this place is starting to get obnoxious. And that's just going to end badly for everyone. But folks, save some money. Right now, a lot of my gifts, other than for my granddaughter, and even my granddaughter's gifts, are gifts not to go beep, 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 but they're like building blocks, they're puzzles, things to help her develop as a baby. But all my other gifts are practical gifts. My daughter-in-law, my youngest daughter-in-law, who we're very close to, is the daughter of a homesteader. So I got her a food saver a couple of Christmases ago, and she loved that. With the baby, I don't know if she has time to use it as much, but she loved it. So stuff I get her, I'm thinking to myself, she likes to cook at home. She makes her own baby food. She will not buy baby food from the store. She'll buy the raw ingredients and make it. I mean, I'm waiting for my son to leave the Army, and they're going to go get a homestead and go off into the country somewhere, and they'll do very well. She believes in making sure babies get eggs and proteins and animal fats and veggies all mixed. Not, oh, my child is vegan. No, there's no such thing in her book. She's like, the child must have nutrition, it must be outdoors, and must play in the dirt the way most of us grew up. So the gifts I'm getting them are a lot of practical, pragmatic gifts and things that they can use not just for the family, but in a preparedness sense. So, don't put your mouth on it. Yeah, no kidding, don't put your mouth on it. Yeah, definitely don't put your mouth on feces. Every now and then I've seen a kid in the family, because we had family members that had rabbits, and you inevitably get one sibling tricks the other sibling into taking a rabbit turd and putting it in their mouth. And it won't harm them, really, it's a grass poop, but the expressions on the victim's face when they realize they've been hoodwinked by the sibling is just priceless. I've never done that. I had my brother pee in my soda once, and so that was awful, and then I went and poured it on his head, and we got in a fight. But then Dad grounded both of us because of his dumb ass fucker. But anyway, then I also super glued him into a closet, so there was that too. So, you know, we used to do some shit. I'm surprised my brother and I survived each other. And we do bad shit to other kids, and then we taught our children, so then our kids did it to each other. It was pretty bad. Parasite egg caviar. That's bad. Well, that was vomit egg caviar, that one cousin. And we all knew what it was because we saw them come out of the rabbit. You know, just like the rabbit was bouncing around, they go boop, 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 and you're like, yeah, those are shits. We would laugh because they looked funny, right? You throw them at your friends, but you know, you always had that one stupid cousin who didn't pay attention. So be like, oh yeah, we put them in candy. Oh yeah, those are really good. They weren't really good. They were terrible. And we get scolded because, yeah, they have parasites, so we get in trouble for that. But you know, at the time it was awesome, right? Whale vomit is used in perfume. That wouldn't surprise me, man. Aren't siblings wonderful? Grit, they are wonderful. What's funny though, I found that the kids who antagonized each other tend to become very close as adults. I guess because they've taken all their aggression out on one another, and they're in a different place. Like, my kids were freaking Vikings. Our neighbors were like, "Oh, you know, you scold your kids too much, or you smacked your kid on the butt in the playground." Because I'd give them a whomp on the butt if they were, you know, out of line. And I wouldn't beat them. I'd just give them, basically was a pay attention SWAT, if you guys catch my meaning. And parents were like, "Oh, no, I don't hit my kids." And then these same freaking parents, their kid was 16, 17, and I'd be hearing, "Oh my God, my daughter needs an abortion. My son is snorting cocaine." My kids wouldn't do that. Now, my kids would accidentally send mom a video of them in the FFA barn drunk on vodka, dancing with bales of hay. And they tried to send it to the sister whose name starts with an A, and sent it to mom, whose name also starts with an A. And then mom would get this drunken video and go, "What are the brothers doing?" And I'm like, "Don't scold him while he's drunk, because we have to get him in the morning when he's hungover. That's so much more fun," because that's what my dad would do. And, you know, I'd be like, 5 in the morning, "Come on, Bubba, we got to clean the yard." And it was like 90 and humid outside. And they'd be like, "Ugh." It was just to learn, which is funny, but that's also how I learned. So actually, wait, what was that? And Burgess's world puke, it actually comes out both ends. It's not shite. Hey, Greenleaf. Well, whatever it is, but to brains conversion works. Yeah. Hey, good morning. Good morning and welcome. But look, find those deals. As we get toward the end of the year, a lot of the stores, remember, they're going to have to pay taxes, at least in the US, on remaining inventory, right? They're going to want to kick stuff out. And think out of the box, right? You may be thinking, "Oh, preparedness, I need like a generator, or I need a jackery, or you know, long-term survival food." But you may find a really good backpack for day-to-day use, or a computer bag, which can be its own prep. Like, I have a first aid kit, tourniquet, the whole 9 yards in my computer bag. It's not crazy looking. It's just, here's your generic bag. Hey, Billy. Hey, Farmer, what's going on? Hey, Shorty. There's a lot of stuff that when we think prepping, right, we think the tinfoil hat and the bunker and everything. And a good set of boots on sale is its own prep. You might go to the store, go to the hardware area, or go to the hardware store, and they may have work gloves on sale. Well, if you've gone through a hurricane or a tornado, a good set of impact gloves are invaluable, because you start picking up debris with bare hands, you're going to cut your hand open and get an infection. Then you need a damn JASE case or call a doctor or whatever. You have those gloves that prevents the injury, right? Safety glasses prevents an injury. I'm shocked by how many people don't have a couple of hard hats in their house. They're like $20 a piece. Why do you need a hard hat? Because after a hurricane, and I've gone through 8 of them, branches just come out of the trees a day, 2 days later, because you're still cleaning up the ground before you look up, and shit falls off the buildings, falls off a tree, and it hits you in the head, and you've got a cracked skull or a concussion. Now, granted, if a branch hits you and you're wearing a hard hat, it's not going to be awesome, but you're not going to have a cracked skull, you're not going to have a brain bleed, you're going to be on your ass and maybe some stitches, but the stitches won't be in your head or face, it'll be on your body. Those kind of things are all preps. Dog, you're stalking me. So look for those deals, look for those sales, and think out of the box, you know. Again, a good winter jacket, right? A waterproof jacket. That's a great prep. If you find one 50% off, because what are the damn North Faces, like at least $100 for one of those jackets? You know, even a fleece like this, I don't know, this is a Columbia, so these are about 50. If I find one of these on 25 in a different color, I'm going to buy another one. I'll leave it in my car. So save that money. Think a little bit outside the box. And you may be able to find something you just need in the house too. So, do those things. Do a little bit of homework. Go walk around. At the very least, you can go to the mall and people watch the weirdness, which is always fun. There's a bunch of teenagers running around the parking garage, and one apparently doesn't have a jacket. So it's a big boy too, and he has a pink blanket around him. So he just looks like a dumbass, which is funny as shit. But in any case, folks, I got to get to work. They're probably going to need me here in a few minutes. And as you can see, I just parked. You guys be good. Look for those deals. Look for those sales. Yes, little loan. Absolutely. Tornadoes are no joke. Make sure you have PPE, personal protective equipment, safety glasses, gloves, a good pair of work boots. Steel toes don't hurt at all. They're a little more expensive, but you can find them on sale. Hard hat or bump cap at least, so you don't get hurt. And this is the time of our Lord and Savior's birth, or at least the time we celebrate it. We probably never know the exact date. Do good things for the community and for the people around you. And if you find people who are not good, do what my sister loves to tell me, because I get annoyed by people like that, is let go and let God, let greater powers deal with that person. And don't let them take your energy, your money, your time, or your happiness. Okay, your personal peace is very important, especially this time of year. I hope you guys have a blessed week. Devil Dog, I owe you a call, man. I think my phone reset, and I'm not sure I have your number, but I will give you a call later. I'll text you later. In any case, folks, be good, be safe. God bless you all. And I'll shoot you another live stream, hopefully later in the week, especially if I'm cooking with my granddaughter. You're going to love her. Anyway, you guys be safe out there. Bye.